A very good morning. I'm Jack from Natalie's group. This is our final assignment for social psychology. I'll be introducing briefly about this final assignment. We have to find form a group of 4 to 5, and then later on have to decide on which principle of social psychology that we will want to use, and then we'll have to design a built environment or space that can express or relate this principle clearly. After that, we need to do some detailed drawings and do annotations, labels, and justifications for those drawings. And then lastly, make a write-up, a very detailed write-up to explain further on our concept. Thank you.
Thank you, Jack, for talking. And my name is Andrew Ma, and I'll be talking about the principle. After a series of group discussion, the social psychology principle that we have chosen is called optimistic biasness and negativity biasness. And it is one of the strongest principles that we can conclude from due to its strong design potential. Optimistic biasness. It's a tendency to be positive and to expect situations to turn out well overall. Negativity biasness is a tendency to be negative and more sensitive towards negative or bad outcomes than positive ones, also known as pessimistic. These two topics are chosen because it can be expressed through real-world designs, elements, and structures, and allowing us to strongly develop a spatial design.
My name is Natalie, and I'll be talking about the design themes. So, optimistic biasness, which is one of our themes, is a principle which reflects a situation whereby a person believes that they are at less risk of experiencing a negative event compared to others. Hence, their environment should emphasize the tranquility and portray a sense of peacefulness that would make them at ease. On the other hand, someone who possesses the attitude of negativity biasness believes in the notion that things of a more negative nature are bound to produce a more negative outcome. Therefore, they need an environment that allows them to feel less threatened or exposed to negative energy around them. Based on our understanding of these principles, we have chosen the following themes. The first one is a Zen concept. The term Zen in Japan means absorption and self-meditation. This architectural style, called Zensho, was based on the teachings of Zen. It highlights the self-contemplation of thought and intuition. This architectural style suits our chosen topic because it allows one's mind to self-contemplate and reflect in both positive and negative ways. Optimistic, biased people will find this environment more comfortable due to its serene and private feel, while the negative person would feel and use this peaceful space to think and try and get rid of their negative set of mind. We also have another theme. It's based on a poem called The Optimist by D.H. Lawrence. The poem goes, "The optimist builds himself a safe inside a cell and paints the inside walls sky blue and blocks up the door and says he's in heaven." This poem reflects our design because it explains and shows the mindset of an optimistic, biased individual's mind. And this solid built form allows us to narrow down our design concept to something similar.
My name is Hwang, and I'm talking about the design concept of this space we have drawn. So the space that we have designed is to serve as a space which reflects the thinking of an optimism, and a space which can ease the negativity of a pessimist. The design is based on a cube-shaped room and is surrounded by 4 faced hanging garden with an opening that functions as the entrance. A sliding panel door is also installed, and the center of the room will be focused on an elevated timber floor with a separated elevated timber floor step that leads the entrance. The elevated timber floor is used because there will be 2 feet deep water pocket that surrounds the elevated timber floor, and to mask the sense of floating platform above the water. This water pocket will be circulated by a water pump so that the water will not be stagnant. There will also be LED lightings installed beneath the elevated timber floor that will illuminate the water below. All of those will be topped off with skylight that allows natural light source to enter the room from above. The room is designed in a way that all the four walls are placed with vertical garden surrounding the space inside. The greeneries greatly reflects the sense of joy and optimism as it provides life in the design space. Besides, the plants of the vertical garden will be creeping outwards towards the sunroof, which expresses the point of nature being a wild and positive form that strips outwards. The skylight functions as a natural light source during the day and even during the night, which gives the occupants the feeling of pure freedom and feel as though they are being watched over by the peace of heaven as they look up the sky beyond the skylight. And during the day, there will be reflections of the water surface due to the skylight from above, which shows inner peace and allows one to reflect on him or herself.
Hi, I'm Ryan. So I'll be talking about the second part of the design concept. So basically, from the design, the timber floor and water pocket, it expresses the theme of Zen through peace and serenity. So it gives out a sense of lightness to the occupants. And the water surrounding the timber deck shows continuous circular movement, and it portrays the centralized pattern to depict a clear mind and inner focus of the mental state. And beneath the water pockets, LED lights will be installed throughout the entire structure. And these LED lights will serve to illuminate the water pocket during the night. And this will allow the occupants to ease themselves and relax in a tranquil situation. And the reflection form will portray calmness and serenity in terms of their mental state. And besides giving a sense of tranquility and peacefulness, this space also eases the negativity biased occupants, and in this sense, the people who are more pessimistic. The enclosed space emphasizes on self-privacy, which tends to block all sorts of exterior negativity. And this will ease themselves in the sense that they will not have to further worry about what's happening around them. So all in all, to sum up everything, our design concept revolves mainly around enhancing optimistic environment, which will in turn indirectly ease the pessimistic occupants through the design space. Thank you.